Good evening, spooky family. Welcome to the Chamber of Horrors. I hope your quarantines or lockdowns are treating you well. Tonight's picture is a creature feature which was created in 2016 or 2015. There's 2 year dates on it. I'm not quite sure why, but there is. The picture is called Howl. Now look at this poster. This imagery is what got me to check out the film. If you read the plot alone, you probably would skip it over. It's a really tedious sounding plot, but the poster is what made me click it to watch it. I watched it on Shudder recently, and I was surprisingly pleased with this film. Now, what we do is we follow this gentleman who works on a train with his coworkers and all these different personalities of people who acted very well. It wasn't cheesy acting, it was decent. The screams and everything were fantastic. The special effects definitely kept my attention through the whole film. The wounds and the blood, and of course the werewolves. They looked fantastic because they weren't just normal werewolves. Of course, no werewolf film has beaten the special effects of An American Werewolf in London. This one is definitely a good watch. The story, you kind of see how the characters become different and grow within a survival situation, and the ending wasn't a cheesy, cliched ending at all, where the main character, who is sort of like a pushover, wins. You think everything's gonna be all good because he finally grew some guts, and in fact, it's a really twisted ending, but a good one. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I barely looked at my books. I have books by my screen, and if something doesn't catch my attention, I'm usually reading right beside it. But this one caught my attention. The simplicity of the horror film. The acting was fantastic. You felt like you were on the train with them and in the situation with them. Of course, you had some of your cliched characters, the main character who's sort of a pushover, who kind of grows to, handle a situation. You have your loudmouth train patron, we'll call them. He thinks he knows everything and needs to lead, and he's all in it for himself. You have, the snotty girl, those sort of things, but they complemented each other very well without going overboard. You know how some characters, okay, we could pick them out and the acting is just so shoddy that it ruins it. Well, this film is not like that. I was very pleased to find such a modern creature feature to capture my attention because you all know, classics are my forte. I definitely recommend this picture to you and the spooky family. During this quarantine, I will attempt to do a Chamber of Horrors live, so please look below in the box and see where you can follow me on social media, so that way you can keep updated on when we will do a Chamber of Horrors live. We will talk several films, I suppose, together and hang out during this plague. It wasn't the first plague I survived. I think the worst one was the Black Plague. That was really dark days. It was really boring and had to deal with rats everywhere. But, won't be the last plague I survive, I suppose. That's what happens when you become a ghoul. Enjoy your evening, spooky family. Until we speak again.